Happy Easter, Misfit Nation. Welcome to another Personable Parable of the Gospel. So if you don't know what that is, that's where we take Sunday's Gospel, we break it down and make it a little more relatable, because the parables from 2,000 years ago are kind of confusing to us sometimes. So instead of that, though, this week, man, that was horrible English. Instead of doing the Gospel this week, we realized that this week's gospel fits a little better with our Protestant series on defending the faith against Protestant attacks. So instead, we're going to go with the Psalms, and we're going to break down something from the Psalms, specifically the responsorial Psalm from today was the Psalm 118. And a little background before we get to this. So one of the team members from the Catholic Misfit and I were having a conversation today, and we were talking about death and how, we were saying that some great saints have talked about that death prepares us to meet Christ face to face, that it kind of purges us from our sins. And, I guess it has to do with, in my opinion, solidarity with Christ and his sufferings on the cross, and offering up that and seeing what it means to sacrifice for those around us, and the sacrifice he made for us and what that means. And it helps prepare us to go to heaven and actually, shed sin from our souls. And also was brought up was that Mother Angelica. I was told by our team member that Mother Angelica, when she was dying, she refused pain meds. And the doctors were trying to urge her to use pain meds, I guess. I hope I got that right. And she refused to. So check this out. So a couple days ago, I got stitches. And in my head, I was walking into the doctor's office like, yeah, I bet I don't even need them to put the anesthetic on there. I could take the pain from, these stitches going in. I'm a tough guy. If you like that, I'm like the Jersey Shore. I'm like the situation here. I don't even know if that's a thing. I just heard other people use it. Anyway, so I'm like, I can do it. And he numbs me up. He puts on the anesthetic, and he goes to put in the first stitch, and I screamed like a little girl. Why? Because it wasn't fully numb, and it was very humbling to realize that I thought I'd be able to do this, and I couldn't. Our friend was talking about how she gets a headache, and immediately she runs to the counter. She talks the same thing. I can endure all this pain, and then she gets a little bit of headache, and then she's sprinting for some Motrin. So that's the background of this. So here's the reading we have, the portion of the responsorial psalm. I was pushed hard so that I was falling, but the Lord helped me. The Lord is my strength and my song. There's more to the responsorial psalm this week than just that, but it's just interesting that the Lord is my strength and my song, that the Lord helped me. I wonder what would happen if I had gone in there saying, Lord, I want to offer this up to you. Please give me the strength and the graces to endure any pains that I'm enduring or that happen as a result of these stitches when they're numbing everything up, or even if the stitch goes in. I wonder if I'd be more prepared to offer that up to Christ, because I gave it to him. I asked for his grace and his blessing instead of my own 2 feet. I wonder if we were praying and begging the Lord for help, that when we have headaches, that we can handle it and not snap at our friends and family, the people who we encounter, and that we are able to endure the pain. If we can't do this now with the little things, how are we going to be able to do this when Christ is about to call us home, right? Christ says that, if you're not faithful in little things, you won't be trusted with large things. So we need to take this time and offer it up to God and learn how to endure our pain and unite it to Christ's suffering on the cross if we want any chance of, on our deathbed, offering up that suffering in union with him for our own salvation. Thank you.